Hello, I'm over here at Redigits community server, and I am in what I call my HQ, and actually it's like my storage room. I have a dog named Joshi, and there's Canadian Joshi, and there is Redigits right there, and that's me, and Logical Dark. And we were all just hanging around. I take pictures. That's me, and that's Zebra. And this is my storage area. I just want to give you a little tour about my storage area. This is a design by Tango Tech, and I wanted to bring it to life here. And it's a little laggy, but it does the job. And heck, it sure beats trying to put everything in its place. You know, you just throw it all in the chest, and then let the chest do the magic. This community server is really nice. I really like it, and I've done a lot of work on it, but not very many people come and join and play. Although there are a lot of people in the community, not very many people are involved, so that's kind of sad. But I do like what it gives us. It has a lot of nice features, and for me, this is my HQ. Like I say, I have my storage on that side, and on this side I have potion making area. And I also have my enchantment table, and yeah, it looks very nice. I really enjoy playing here. Let's see what else can I show you. There's a secret back here. Maybe a secret that a lot of people know, but not very many people come over here and go through this, because of course, like I said, not very many people come here. But right here is a little cave that leads us to, I don't even know where it leads us to, but it goes far. And there's something back here. I know there is. Ah, yes, a shaft. I've been clearing out this whole shaft, and there's this horrible cave spiders in here that are just so annoying, and they kill me, and I lost some stuff because they kill me, and I have not been able to conquer them, and I believe they might be back here. Let's see. I just got popped it. Oh, maybe not. So since they're not there, I'm not gonna worry about them. What I like about this community is that you have a lot of little features. Like, for example, if you are lost and you're not quite sure where to go, you can just set a home, and you can just go right back to your home by typing a command. For example, if I want to go back to my HQ here because I just don't want to run around this cave anymore, then I just go home, and I put storage, because that's where I mostly go to when I come. I go straight to my storage room, and let me show you around. And this was not really the very first thing I did, but I did start in this area because this is where I selected my first home. Is up on top, and that has changed since I started in May. What I do have here is this area, sort of like my little testing area. I can come over here and test different things and see if they work. Do some redstone. I want to see how the path will look if I were to make like a little walkway. So I wanted to put a little water stream here in the middle. And this was, I was working on an umbrella for the beach, and I'll show you that on another stream. And of course I had to have my portal to the nether, and I was over here, I was experimenting to see if I could bring the villagers from village zombie spawner place. And so what I did was I tried to figure a way to bring them through here, and then have them go through here in water, and then go all the way down, and then I'll keep them here. just so that I could set a new exchange place closer to the spawning area, where they were really close to a spawning place. Over here, I decided that I was going to test to see if I could grow mushrooms here a lot and then wash them down with water. But for some reason, it doesn't seem to really be bringing in a lot of mushrooms. Although it's dark because I closed this out, but it still doesn't. All it does is bring in spiders or some kind of weird mob. So I just left it alone. Let me show you some more around. Originally I began with these little steps coming up to just another steps that went all the way up to where I originally set my home. Because in this particular server, you are able to set your claim, and then you put your chest down, and then anything, I think it is 10 square feet or 20 square feet is your claim from the very beginning. So you're pretty well set, and then you start building onto it and expanding your claims so that nobody will grief your stuff. Over here are my cows, and right here I have the pigs. And of course the chicken is always a runaway, and there she is, a little chicken. Okay, over here I have my sheep. And you know about these little paths, they are so easy to just come in and out of the area. I always like to show the kids new stuff. I learned that from somebody, I'm sure. So let's continue on our way here. This is where we have our little farm, sort of like an indoor farm. The truth of the matter is that I really don't like the outside for a lot of stuff, because at night you can't work. It limits you. It limits you to simply just, well, of course you can light it up. Everybody always says, well, light it up, well, what not? But the truth is that even when you light it up, I mean, you're out there and it's dark. You can't see everything, or anything is clear. Over here, I'm just growing grass. But this is a big, huge claim that I have here. The truth is that I haven't done much with this area. But over here I have, like I said, there's the farms. And on this area, I have a little bit of warts, which I'm needing because I'm making potions of invisibility and potions of swiftness and underwater breathing and stuff, and I need a lot of this. Over here I have some more chickens. These ones are just to collect eggs, and a lot of friends always come around, and the new people that come around usually need something like, oh, do you have some eggs, yada yada. And I'm like, sure, I have some eggs, I can share, and I don't mind sharing. Over here is my cooker, which I really don't like to see a lot, because I really don't want to see the chickens get killed or burned. But this particular, and I knew about this, okay, let me say, I knew that this particular system here had a tiny little flaw, that if a lot of chickens grow in there or something, they kind of like squeeze out, or something happens, it like freaks out. So what I did was I put a little stream here in case stuff fell to the side. It will come over here into the hopper and in here, and as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that actually has fallen through. I would have missed out on all this stuff. The truth is that not that I needed it, because somebody made this fantastic skeleton farm, and we get all kinds of arrows from there, and it's a huge, huge farm, and so we get arrows and we get all sorts of things. Again, here it is, in the same mode that I do not like to do things outside because of my fear of the dark and all the mobs out there. So I decided to bring a little bit of the farm in here as well. There are all the farm animals, and here are some of the vegetables. Somebody actually gave me some seeds for watermelon, and I have not planted them yet. And as you can see, I used a lot of these pumpkins to make them jack-o'-lanterns and then light up the area. It's cheaper, especially when you have not gone into the nether to get yourself stuff. But lo and behold, I'm over here in the middle of this fantastic new server, and I am digging up sand because I needed some windows or whatever, and lo and behold, guess what I found? Some of this dust, some of this fantastic dust, and I was able to make a ton of more lights with it. So right here I decided to make this little farm here automated because I'm a little lazy. And though I do enjoy playing and farming and doing all of that here, sometimes I like really just want to get done and get going with some other interesting thing. Not that this is not interesting. So I decided to go ahead and automate this one. And I run a little bit of redstone back here. And the kids really like this system because it uses the pistons to hold the water. And I've used another system different than this with the droppers, and I put the water in there and it just releases the water just like I did on the farm downstairs for the mushroom, just like that. But unfortunately, for some reason, I just don't know why, here the droppers tend to release the water like in one line. It was kind of like strange. It was really strange. It just it didn't behave correctly. So I went ahead and forget about that. I said, well, I might as well start and do something different. So I went ahead and used these pistons. As you can see, they're going down, and when I open up the switch, it releases the water when all the pistons go up, and there it washes quickly everything away. Then I close the water flow again. And like any other farm, and I'm sure all of you have seen this before, it just drains right into the upper, which brings it into a chest that collects all the stuff. So just because I don't want to be lazy, I'm going to go ahead and get some of this and go ahead and plant them. As you can see, I was actually making some potions, but I needed some nether warts, so I came down here to get those. Potatoes. Oh, potatoes. I love potatoes. Anyways, I'm going to plant, I'm going to plant some potatoes, some wheat, and some carrots. I usually plant a lot of wheat, and guess why? Because of those guys out there. In order for me to be able to get their hide, I need to feed them. And the only thing they really enjoy eating is this wheat. So I have a whole section completely dedicated just to the wheat. Now the other section is mostly like potatoes just to eat. And because they're easy to make, you just bake them and then just eat them. But the carrots are very important because I use them for potions. And so I need to make sure that I have plenty of those as well, but not as many because it's not like I'm really making potions all the time. I'm only making potions now because I'm doing some work in the underwater monument, and so I need them. What's that sound? I have some of the sound systems on, some of the sound that they give us here automatically, because I truly enjoy just the whole atmosphere of the adventure of being in this particular game. So, okay, well, now that we saw that and how that works, that's fine. And this one here is a totally fully automated sugarcane farm, and again, it's running the redstone up on top. And it's got all the pistons here right behind there. And as soon as any one of them grows, there's a control. Back here, I'll show you. There's a little control block that is, this is the control center here. And as soon as one of them grows, it's detected. And so it automatically goes ahead and allows all the pistons to come and chop everything off. Whether it's grown or not, it doesn't really care, just as long as it is one of them growing. So right here is where we keep all of them. They really grow like weeds. And this was a really good, and I really enjoy having them because I make maps and I like to go out and adventure through the world. And so I like to take maps. I also share with the kids when they come in, the other members, and they're new, and they're like, does anybody have any sugar cane? Because they're trying to get their enchantment tables going, or so they need those. So I share. Over here, this is all, I haven't really tapped back there too much, but again, here I am with the, I don't want to waste my time. So over here we sit down and we can go ahead and make some fishing. So I sit here, and believe it or not, this is one of the coolest options ever. You can sit here and you can do your stuff. See, I'm sitting here, and let me show you how cool this looks. This is really cool. Here I am. Hello, hello, hello. I'm sitting here just chilling, watching everybody, doing my fishing. And so actually I was right here with a few of the other kids that come in, friends. They come in and we sit here and we fish and just talk while we're fishing. That's all fun. But then we get off our chair. It could also serve as a swimming pool. Hello, I'm swimming, yada yada, yada yada. All fun and games. Okie dokie. We can just get out and out. Over here is my little planting area. I like to have it indoors because in that way I can plant whatever I need. And like if I need red, then I just bring my bone meal and I bone meal the whole thing until I get enough. But these ones, I really get these little red plants all the time in the iron farm. The iron golems really like to drop them off, so I use them then. And these are my favorites. Oh, I really love these ones here. I don't know what it is about them that I like. Look how pretty this looks. Anyways, I also like the roses, and I have these ones and these ones. And you know that just by using the bone meal on any of these big plants, it just duplicates them. You just bone meal and get them, pick them up and take them wherever you need them. These ones don't bone meal well. I don't know what it is about them. The truth of the matter is that I don't even know how to grow them. I'm gonna have to look that up. But a lot of these little white ones and yellow ones and some more of the red ones, they just grow when you bone meal a grassy area. They just grow like weeds. So it's all fun. I may be missing some of these puffy ones. Anyways, and then as we go further into the base, coming out, this has not been worked on, and right here is, guess what? You're supposed to be able to do this while you're just sleeping. You just put something on the mouse and you're supposed to go ahead and do it as you're off your keyboard, and it works really cool. So you don't have to stand back, but what you do have to do is you have to go into your inventory and make sure that every single slot is taken except for one. So let me use some of these fantastic potatoes to fill everything up except for one, and I'll show you how this works. You come up here and you put on the switch, and this dropper is going to send a fishing pole right to me. It will land right on my empty spot. So this is what I'm going to use to do my fishing. It's a little noisy at first, but then it just sits there. I hope I'm not going too fast on this. So this is what we do. I turn it on, and here begins to shoot, and there I got one. So now I just right click on it until it hooks. Now it's hooking. I continue on right clicking. This is the time when people actually put something on the button to keep it down while they AFK, and then they just go off the keyboard and do chores, begin dinner, or take care of the kids, or whatever happens to be that they need to do at that time. In the meantime, this is fishing for you automatically. Now, let me tell you something. There is a tiny little flaw about this particular aspect of an AFK farm, and that is that in this server, there's a time when they come and clear everything that has been left behind in order for it to give us a better running. There, I just picked up something. So what it does is, as soon as they come to do the clearing, it gives us 60 seconds for 60 seconds for us to actually pick up anything we want, so that we won't lose it. 20 seconds before they clear the whole thing, they announce it again. You only have 20 seconds to pick up what you need. After the clearing goes through and they pick up everything, all of this stops, and now I have to start all over again. So that's the only flaw. It is not totally efficient for us to do an AFK because of that. And let's see, this is pretty cool. As you can see, I haven't let my finger off and it's still fishing. It's pretty good. But once you finish, you can just turn it off, and you can just pick up your line by clicking somewhere else, and it's done. See what we picked up. Oh, just regular fish. I was hoping that I would pick up some puffer fish because I am doing some underwater thing, and I need some underwater breathing potion, and so I needed that, but no way. So what I do is right in this chest is where we fill up all our fishing rods, and when I put it here, it'll disappear back into the wrapper, and then that's it. So that's that. That's a lot of fun. Anyways, I really enjoy doing this one because it looks like you could just come in and it looks really cool. I like it. But not everything is that pretty, as you can see. Hello, anybody? The truth is that I began to get supplies because I was going to build a really cool entrance to this whole place. But a newcomer came and decided that he needed to build this huge box of emptiness right in front of my entrance. And he took a claim on it. And of course, once somebody takes a claim, you can't do anything else about it. So it kind of ruined my enthusiasm. So for a long time, I didn't do anything. And then that person did that and never ever showed up again. It was kind of frustrating. But then our Canadian Joshi came one day, and I told him my predicament, and he went ahead and cleared that off so that I can go ahead and have a nice area to build. So I came back out here, and I went ahead and built a little entrance to my HQ, and this is it. This is something I threw together in my test world, and I figure, heck, you know, let me see how it looks out there. In the test world, unfortunately, as you know, it's whatever you make it. It's either a plain grassy area or sandy area or whatever. And it just looks perfect there because there's no abstraction of any other kind. Once you bring it out here, you have all sorts of things. You have hills, and you have trees, and you have other people's stuff and water and all sorts of things. So it isn't that it doesn't look good, but it's got a lot of detail around it that actually takes away from the actual building. I really enjoy this, and I really like to show you something here. And that would be, oh, look at that, we have a visitor, and I don't even have an arrow. Oh, and another visitor over there. Well, we're gonna actually leave them alone because we don't want to bother with them right now. But yeah, this is this. It's got 3 tiers, and the idea was, oh, there's a clear, you see? Warning, ground items will be removed in 60 seconds. That's to clear and keep things from lagging, because if everybody's doing their stuff here in the area, and everybody leaves stuff laying around, and as you're chopping away, there's stuff that stays behind, then unfortunately what happens is that it begins to lag because it's just thinking about all these things laying there. Okay, let me tell you about this. The idea was that eventually I was going to go into the nether and get myself some of those beacons. And this was supposed to be like a little beacon center that was going to announce land to the people coming from, oh, is that something up there? I want to drop them in my, anyways, yeah, it's supposed to announce that there's land ahead with this fantastic beacon. But it never happened because, unfortunately, I've not gone into the nether to get the skulls, to get the beacons. From up here, you have this wonderful view. At night, I like to come up here to get some points and shooting. And so I come over here with my arrow and I shoot away at every mob that appears in the horizon. Oh, look at that, there's a sheep. Oof, I don't know how it got up here. Maybe the same way I did. Anyways, I was going to make this a really nice area for the beacons to shine through. It would have looked really nice, I think. I may still do it. Then over there, as you can see, there's this cute little heart, because there was like, it almost looked like a heart originally. It was just a little pile of water there, just some water sitting, and so I said, gosh, that almost looks like a heart. So I moseyed myself out there and I finished it off. And eventually I was hoping to be able to get some plants here in a garden and a walkway. And all of those things sometimes have to wait, because not that a person gets lazy, but there are other things that interest you. You see that little house back there? That's another little house that belongs to me. And I'll show you that on our next video. In the meantime, I'm just gonna sign off here in this fantastic place. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, what I really did want to show you was how neat that entrance looked from high. So let me go on out here and pick up some dirt so I can peel her up. And this is another entrance to the HQ. There's several ways to come in. And I was gonna make that one a really nice entrance. That would have been the really nicest entrance. And of course I didn't do that. Not yet. Let's see. I think I have some here. I'm not gonna go that high. Just in case. Oh, that's all I have room for anyways. Okay, well, let's go back out there and let's see. I'll peel her up and give you guys a bird's eye view of how cool this looks. Now, it looked even better, of course, in our creative world, because you're able to fly and see all the angles. But when you're on this other world of survival, you don't have that option. You just like, hello, you're stuck on the ground, unable to fly. Let's make sure nobody comes and shoots me down. I hope this is far enough. Ah, we'll start right here. We'll go up. Maybe this is high enough. Ah, see how cool that looks? That looks really cool. And I like it because it kind of almost gave me the impression from high. This is like a 3D coming up, like almost like a spider. Kind of looks cool. I like it. This is a pretty good little nice area in the terrain. Ooh, look at that. That's squid in my pool. And yeah, other people have built over there, and over here is my fishing hole. And yep, this is how it looks. So I guess this is a good place for me to leave you. Let me see if maybe we can do this. Say goodbye nice. Some nice goodbye from up here. Yep, this is it, my friends. It was so nice to see you again, and hopefully I should show you some of the other areas that I have. This is my HQ, like I call it, my HQ, but I don't always hang around here. As you can see, there was really no place for me to lay down except for where my dog Josh is sitting. He's laying on my bed. He's been laying there since he got here. And I come over and feed him. I don't like him running around. I used to have another dog. Well, I probably still do, and you'll see him in one of my other videos, where they just decided to run right into the portal, and I'm like, oh no, I'm chasing them through the nether. Anyways, thank you for coming and showing up, and I shall see you soon. Bye.